Ladies and gentlemen, please take a second and pour one out for the Miami Dolphins. I got to tell you something, right? Like, I was struggling to think about, like, how do I start this show? I was like, maybe we could look at some of the Cincinnati Bengals clips. Same thing with Anthony Richardson. And don't get me wrong, we are going to cover that later on in today's episode. With some breaking news, it sounds like everything that Richie and I have been telling TD about the Miami Dolphins defense and the Miami Dolphins team in general has all reared its ugly head as reports are coming out that the Chicago Bears dominated Miami in every single facet of the game in their first joint practice today. So I feel like we should ultimately end up starting with that topic. Welcome to another edition of Fourth and Forever. You know the drill. Hit that thumbs up sign. Introduce yourself in the chat. Let us know what team you're representing. Richie, what are your thoughts on this breaking news leading up into this fine episode of Fourth and Forever?
Oh, shocking. The Miami Dolphins are getting dominated by oh, come on. Why are we pretending like this is breaking, shocking news? What have I been telling you guys all offseason? I mean, let's be honest. Now, the good thing for the Dolphins is really early. It's August 8th, and they have an opportunity to take this bad day of practice and, use it as momentum to learn and grow. But I mean, I'm not shocked. Like you opened it up with, Dan. Like, this is what we've been saying all along. Like, who's shocked by this? But I honestly, Dan, I don't even know what happened. I haven't plugged in. So I need you to kind of educate me and show me exactly what's going on, because I don't want to speak on anything that's going on with the Dolphins without actually knowing what's going on. Yeah. So why don't you provide us the context? What's actually happening?
Yeah, for sure. So currently the Miami Dolphins and Chicago Bears are undergoing joint practice in Chicago as we speak. And as you can see, I went on an absolute liking parade on X where I was highlighting some of my favorite tweets I could find. Biggest winners today, Bears defense just dominated the Dolphins offense, forced multiple takeaways. I heard TD say that it was Tremaine Edmonds who ultimately ended up picking off so amongst others. Caleb Williams. How about Caleb connecting with a 50-yard touchdown to Colson Loveland, newly drafted tight end in the organization? I guarantee you that Storm Duck was in coverage there, folks. And that's just me assuming. I'm probably right. Same thing, man. Bears are bullying the Dolphins on both sides of the ball. That's coming from both reporters, Bears and the Miami Dolphins. Bears wide receivers cook Dolphins cornerbacks in one-on-ones, and the Dolphins offense is getting locked down by the Chicago Bears. I'm sure that there's plenty of other updates that we could discuss on this here. I believe this is a Bears reporter. Let's see what else we got here. Practice over. Bears defense wins the day. Dolphins second team offense fight. Wow, dude, it might be a Quinn Ewers or a Zach Wilson show at this point, man. We're going to have to see. And Edmonds ends it with an interception on the goal line. My God, things are rough over in Miami. TD, thoughts? I could tell that you were upset the second you came backstage. Dan, what's going on? Talk to me.
You didn't even hear the worst part of it all.
Oh. What was it?
The Dolphins defense got into a fight with guess who?
Who?
The Dolphins.
Themselves? Yeah.
They were on the field just now fighting each other.
So the Dolphins were fighting each other?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. Two writers just reported it. The Dolphins defense is fighting the Dolphins defense. Punches thrown. Oh my gosh.
It's like, come on, bro. It's like, come on, bro. You suck. No, you suck, dude.
No, you suck, man.
This is bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is bad.
Super Bowl though, TD. You're gonna win the division.
I never said Super Bowl. We still gonna win the division.
It's been divine. Dolphins have had enough. Fighting ensues as Miami defenders go at each other. The Bears have owned this joint practice. Did Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears break the culture over in Miami in just one joint practice?
Wow, who said that?
Who said that? No, I just said that.
Oh, that's a headline. That's a headline, then. No, that really is. I got to type that. I got to put that on Twitter. I mean, because all we've been talking about all off season is the new culture,
Yeah. So you know what, man? This is what I'll do. I will just tag you here so you can quote tweet this bad boy. and get your views. You know what I mean? You're probably going to get some Dolphins fans that are in absolute denial, be mad at you for doing this, but at least I gave you a layup, man, a giant softball home run opportunity right here.
Wow.
Richie, any further comments? And this could be on the demise of the Miami Dolphins, but does this make you feel any type of way about the Chicago Bears? Because I feel like that team, we've been battling back and forth of whether or not we believe in them. Does this practice say a lot more about how bad the Dolphins are, or how much of a potential sleeper the Chicago Bears are?
Oh, it has nothing to do with how good or the sleeper of the Bears. I mean, what do they do? Come on, we're going up against a team that is pending doom. I mean, you know, you could call me a Dolphins hater all you want, man. And if I'm wrong, I will put my right hand up and say I'm wrong this year. But I've been very consistent with my take on these Miami Dolphins that is going to implode this year. And I'm also going to say this. If you're a Dolphins fan, you should want that to happen, because it has to get ugly before it gets pretty again. And I'm sorry, if you're a Dolphins fan and you think the way that this team is constructed, you think you're going to win anything, then you're just blind. I mean, like, you really believe as a Miami Dolphins fan, with the coaching staff you have, the front office that you have, with the quarterback you have, the defensive roster, that this team is built to win right now, because the Miami Dolphins are built to win right now, not in a few years. The Dolphins are not the Patriots or the Jets, where both of them are entering a new regime. We're not expected to do anything this year. The Miami Dolphins, they have to win this year. Otherwise, what? They don't win this year. Who are the Miami Dolphins? So, like, that's how I look at it. And you can, like, you know, bring up, yeah, well, the Dolphins will be better than the Jets this year. Congrats, if you even are. What does that even mean? You can be better than the Jets this year and still have 6 wins. The Jets don't have high expectations this year. There's nothing to do with us. So if you're taking out on what I'm saying and you make this about the Jets, that shows your insecurity as a Dolphins fan, because you know I'm right.
That's why I draw the line.
All
They
right,
ain't
well,
gonna talk like that, but a Jets fan can.
I can talk objectively
First
about the
off-
Miami Dolphins all I want.
First off, we need to go on ahead and highlight a couple of super chats here. TD, I have an extra strength aspirin for that headache you're getting. Like, share, subscribe. What's up, boys? JT, friend of the show. LMAO, Dolphins trash. Haha, damn, man. I'll tell you what. TD, okay? Is this something that you could just brush aside and be like, it's only the preseason, or is this genuine concern to you?
Nah, this genuine concern. This is genuine concern. They were bad, Dan, in every facet. They were bad. Multiple flags, multiple penalties, callbacks. Couldn't get the first team offense organized, fighting each other. 3 interceptions by the starting quarterback. I mean, this is just bad. Everything is bad. We got bullied today. And that's what it's about. Let me tell you, this morning I woke up and I saw Ben Johnson say, yeah, we're, they got fast receivers, so we're going to get some good work in today. We're going to make sure we get up at the line of scrimmage, put our hands on them, get them off of their routes, disrupt the timing. And immediately right there, I said, oh, man, if they really do that, we about to look terrible. Because y'all know me, man. I be keeping it a buck sometimes. I know exactly what Miami just terrible with, and that's what the good teams do against us. Now you got Ben Johnson implementing it with a bad team, which might make them good. So I already knew. So I actually saved it. I actually retweeted it or something. It was like my first tweet waking up today. I either saved it or retweeted it because I knew I would have to come back to it. And sure enough, I'm going to have to talk about it. But yeah, that's what it is. I mean, we're no good against physical, aggressive teams. We get bullied. We don't win the fight. And that's the problem. So, whatever. Richie. But yeah, that's what it is. So, yeah, and here it is. Here it is right here. It was my first post of the day. Sorry. Oh, if I can get my audio, there it is.
Our ones are going to get the majority of the workload. We'll still get plenty with the 2s and the 3s mixed in there, but this is going to be huge for really our starting offense and our starting defense to see where we stand. Because when you go against each other for so long, it's really hard to gauge. And And so I know like Miami's got a ton of speed on offense. Yeah. And the way we want to play defense is to challenge, be up in your face, reroute you, man to man. And so it'll be a little bit of a track meet here for our coverage guys to run with some of these guys.
I knew it. Right when I heard that, I knew, they have the game plan. We're probably not going to get good reports today. And sure enough, it was terrible. Every time we play a good team, this is what happens.
So the Bears are good
and
now?
I'm not saying they're a good team, but I'm talking about the style of defense versus us. The good teams know this. They get physical. They bump you at the point of run. And if they do zone it out and give you cushion on the line, when you get to that 5-yard mark, they at least put their hands on you just to reroute the receivers, throw the timing off. One of the beat writers even said, Tua's throwing passes and nobody's even there because the receivers aren't used to the physicality and they're not getting to the spot, which I keep trying to explain to people. That's what spot throwing is. The ball's coming anyway. Regardless if the receiver's there or not, the ball is going to come to the spot. And this is why I scoff at people that says it's anticipation. It's not. Anticipation is really reading where you're going to end up. Anticipation wouldn't be thrown to a spot where nobody ends up. You would see that he's rerouted and choose another spot. That's anticipation. But if you keep putting it in the practice spot, that's spot throwing. It is not anticipation. Now, when the receiver doesn't get thrown off the mark and he catches it in stride, y'all call it anticipation, but it's just because it worked, because they weren't moved off the spot. So that's what we have in Miami. That's what the offense is. But it is what it is. And McDaniel ain't changed nothing up. The only bright side is what I've been raving about. The left side of the O-line has been the bright side. Patrick Paul, the second-year left tackle, and Jonas Savaiinaea boosted all day. They were beasted on the left side of the line. We were popping off big runs on the left. But that was it. Outside of the runs to the left, nothing. No fly zone, no run zone, nothing. So in Kenneth Grant, they said he did a few things that was promising on the defensive line. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. We know what this team is. We're not ready to win a Super Bowl, just the division.
See, I love how you lie.
Just the division. Hey, man, you know what? Like, he just puts a little sprinkle of delusion in there just to cap off the day. Well, guys, listen, sound off. Right in the comments section and let us know your thoughts on this breaking news that's beginning the day. Guys, listen, we have a couple of new shows that just ended up dropping on the Roundtable Sports Network. One specifically I'm very hyped about is the Roundtable College Football Show. Whether or not that you're an SEC guy, Big 10, Big 12, what have you, your favorite conference, your favorite team is more than likely going to be covered on said channel. Me and J-Tuck officially did the first episode. I wanted to say 3 days ago, yesterday, the first one on the channel. I have clipped up SEC conference champion predictions, Big 10 conference champion predictions. Same exact thing with the live stream where we covered everything in all Power 5 conferences, although I would hardly call the Pac-12 a Power 5 anymore since there's only 2 teams at present date. However, if, for example, you're a college football person, highly recommend you go check that out. We are live Mondays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. EST. And if you're a Bills fan, I know you're a damn Bills fan, also check out the Bills Roundtable. It is myself, it is Z-Bot, it is Bills Bunker. Sit down and we recap and unpack everything that is happening with the Buffalo Bills. That link is also in the damn description. All right, so shout out. Shout out to people that have viewed it already. But guys, listen, man, we ultimately ended up having a full night, a full slate of NFL football preseason. And I got to say, it was nice that we were at least able to see some sort of starter action, specifically with the Cincinnati Bengals and also with the Eagles game. So to start off, gotta say, it's funny because Joe Burrow is actually quoted saying that he was unhappy with the Cincinnati Bengals offensive production. Although that he went 9 for 10, he threw for 125 yards and a touchdown specifically, right? But I guess he ended up going out and he said, hey, you know what? Was mad about some of the penalties that came up. I missed my first throw. Okay, shut up, Joe. All right? Come on. But one thing that I like, and I will continue to say this, No, I do not. I do not hate Joe Burrow. That is something that people think is the case. It is not. It's not. But
you didn't watch Quarterback, did you, on Netflix?
I did. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
He's never satisfied.
He's never satisfied.
I'm bringing that up because I remember that part of it. He's just like never satisfied.
But normally, I would be skeptical about the Cincinnati Bengals rolling out their starters during the preseason. But I have to give Zach Taylor and whoever made this decision credit. This Cincinnati Bengals team for the past 3 years has been subjected to slow starts. And those slow starts are the reason why I think that they have been missing out on the playoffs. Imagine if they were to just come away with 1 or 2 more wins from those normal beginnings. I love the fact that they said, hey, you know what? That is our biggest weakness, obviously, where we typically end up putting the guys, where we typically end up having our guys resting for the entire preseason. Let's have them knock the rust off right now. And I got to say, I was very impressed with what I saw with those first 2 drives. Richie, thoughts? What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, JaMarr Chase. That's all you got to say. I mean, he's never satisfied. He's always going to want to improve. But, I mean, that touchdown he had to JaMarr Chase that's why he's going first overall. I mean, I made a TikTok about this, and my whole topic was we talked about who's going to be the first overall pick in yesterday's show. It's JaMarr Chase, and he showed it. I mean, the guy can make something. It's just preseason, but you got obvious reasons to be excited. He's going to feed JaMarr the ball, and JaMarr is so unique where you just give him the ball in space, he makes a guy miss, he's gone. I mean, he's that explosive, and I really do think this is the reason why I picked Joe Burrow to win the MVP this year, bro, because all he needs is a semi-good defense, because he's about to absolutely light it up this year, man. He's determined. The season he had last year to not even make the playoffs, I'm sure, still weighing heavy on his mind. I think the Bengals and Joe Burrow is about to go crazy this year for sure.
So I will tell you what, I was not lying. He was not satisfied with the performance. Let's hear him out.
Play football again. You know, the more reps you get at it, the better you're going to be at it. So I think Hoff said we got 15 reps tonight, so we're 15 reps better.
What did you take from the touchdown tomorrow where there's a pressure coming, right?
Best quarterback in the league.
Yeah,
Not better than
it's a
Tua.
good rep. Unbelievable play by him. Obviously, he makes that play consistently, so just try to get that guy the ball.
It's a simple play, but why does that play so always work for him?
Well, you got 2 really good players, and sometimes the simple plays are the ones that are the best because you rep them so many times, you know all the nuances to them.
Big part of the preseason obviously show, especially 2 games you're going to be playing in this interior offensive line. What did you think of your protection?
Yeah, I felt really comfortable back there. I thought the pockets were great. Guys just got to keep getting better.
Joe, you talked about needing to get hit eventually. That free runner on the touchdown tomorrow. How important is that?
I'm not sure how important it is. It's good to feel. Like I said, the more reps that we get of playing this game, the better you're going to be at it. So that was a good rep.
How do you feel like you're spinning the ball?
Today was average.
See what I'm saying?
But overall, I'm happy with where I'm at.
Average.
Next week, I'd like to be a little better.
You don't seem overly have played in operation.
Josh Allen could never.
Oh, he could.
I wouldn't say I didn't like anything. I think, for myself, I could have been better. It's the first throw. I put all the other ones where I wanted to put them. Would have liked to have spun it a little better consistently today, but we had scored 2 touchdowns, so go learn.
Joe Burrow, man.
Joey B saying that he thought he played very average. Please get this bot out of here, for the love of God, folks.
That means we're thriving if there's a bot in the chat.
That does mean bot.
Whoa!
What can you do? TD, thoughts on the Cincinnati Bengals strategy of pushing their starters out there for preseason week 1?
I loved it. First of all, Joe Burrow had almost 20 fantasy points in the first quarter. Trying to tell y'all, you better draft Joe Burrow in the second or the third round. Don't mess up. I'm telling you. This is going to be his MVP season. I could see 50 touchdowns this year from Joe Burrow. He was phenomenal. Chase was phenomenal. They were phenomenal. The rest of them units, let's call it what it is. Who cares? Who cares? Ain't nobody care nothing about the back end, the third and fourth string part of the game. At the end of the day, them starters rocking and rolling. They ready to go. They ready to go. Now that defense, again, they got to continue to work. They got to continue to get better. But overall, man, I thought it was a good outing for the Bengals. So, yeah. And Joe Burrow.
A good outing for the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, one concern still remains because there is this one clip that's going viral, and I think that it has to do with their defense, right? Because last night, and of course there are some like Bengals fans out there that are almost in denial. Who's that running back from the Philadelphia Eagles? Not Saquon Barkley. He was younger. Philadelphia Eagles depth chart. Bear with me. Bear with me as I pull this up. Will Shipley. So Will Shipley literally ended up having quite a bit of space. Arguably the biggest running lane I've ever seen in my entire life. Will Shipley, Bengals. Hold up. There we go. Right here. I'm going to pull this up real fast. Sup, bang, bang. All right. What you are about to witness is a literal zip code being open. A literal zip code being open for the running back. And this, for the most part, was the majority of the starters for the Bengals defense. Maybe not all of them.
We're Hudson.
But what I will say about this, I don't believe... So I think that he's still sitting out, actually. But the problem is some Bengals fans are just like, oh, my God, it's the preseason. Look, I know a lot of people don't look at the preseason seriously, but coming from a team and coming from a fan base that is plagued by lack of talent in the depth department, if your starters, which are largely returning from last year, very limited upgrade in that system whatsoever, if any of them go down, and by the way, all of those starters were like 27th, 28th in the NFL, one of the worst defenses there, you better damn well hope that your depth players can at least mimic that, or otherwise it's going to be very bad. So great from the offense, but one thing I can tell is I have a funny feeling that Joe Burrow better be putting up an average of 35 points per game.
You need to go back to that clip, Dan. We need to highlight number 20. Embarrassing. This is what I'm talking about.
Show me number 20.
On defense. Defense number 20. This is where pause it. This is where you don't want any part of the play, so you allow the guy to block you. Keep going. I'm gonna tell you the pauses just a little.
All right, go ahead. Okay.
This is horrible. You see 20 out there with 2. 20's out there with 2. Watch the angle he take. He like, oh, well, I'm just going, no, I ain't worried about it.
Guy, man.
Well, that was just a wrong read. That was a good play from 28 to cut inside. He felt 20 go outside, and 28 felt him go outside, so he cut inside.
But, Richie, you don't commit like that. You engage number 2 and keep your eyes on. You literally just
I know. I'm just saying. Of course, it's a bad play by 20, but I also got to give credit to 28 with the vision.
Yeah, for sure. But he suckered him into that. And no, you got to literally engage 2 and hold and let the guy make his move where you know which way he going before you react. He guessed. He straight guessed.
That is DJ Turner the second. DJ Turner. Does anyone know if this guy is starting for the Cincinnati Bengals? I think this might be a good question. But anyway, moving on. Folks, we have our first Patreon caller of the day. As many of you guys know, we have relaunched our Patreon segment. If you're interested in calling in, go sign up for Patreon. It's $10 per month. You get a bunch of exclusive content, many other benefits, as well as being able to call into every single Roundtable show. We do treat this like a radio station where it's 20 to 30 seconds with a statement and or a question. We boot you off and we answer/react to it. First one, Dwayne. What's going on, Dwayne? How's life,
What's
man?
up, guys?
How you doing?
First, Richie, if you tag the word NFL BTV in your settings and NFL CBS in your settings as blocked words, they won't be able to spam anymore. Just a little heads up.
I'll get
TD,
to
I
that.
still have that aspirin for you. Richie, you know how much I love you, man, but your offense hasn't been doing much either in practices and so far this season.
Hey, they did when I was there yesterday.
Offense going to click? I will listen to all your replies on that one. I know when ours is going to click, but I don't know when the Jets is going to click. With love, I'm out of here. Peace.
With love.
Great to have Dwayne, man.
Dude, love Dwayne right over there. He's the head mod over at my channel, and he actually did that. He blocked specific words, and the bots never came back.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Now, in other news, watch me cook the Dolphins. Woo! Watch me cook the Dolphins. The Dolphins are trash, man. What do you think, TD? You think you're gonna stop me?
You better run the ball.
Huh?
You scared?
Oh,
to throw it.
baby.
You scared? Yeah. Play them games you want, Richie. Throw the ball.
Yo, wait.
Richie. Throw the ball, Richie.
Oh, wait. You're playing Madden while we're doing this show right now?
Well, I did it on purpose just to show it off. I'm not actually playing. It's like a quick game.
He's scared, man. He's scared to throw it field. Show the people, Richie.
So do me a favor and target Storm Duck, all right? Like, once you got it cooked up,
Oh, my God. Man, why you hate on Storm like that, man?
But Dwayne brought up an interesting point.
Well, he wants me to answer his question.
How long is it going to take for the offense to wake up and get going?
Well, Dwayne, first of all, the Jets haven't versed anybody. And you want to say, when will it wake up? It woke up yesterday at practice. Right? So I don't know what you mean. When is it going to wake up? You mean like in season, when is it going to wake up? Because at practice, they woke up yesterday. The offense was fantastic. But the Jets are going to be starting their starters tomorrow night against the Packers, so we'll see what it looks like. I mean, I'm not expecting the offense to go out there and dominate at all tomorrow night, to be honest. I mean, at all, because it's going to be a learning curve for them. It would be great if they did. But, yeah, I mean, the offense for the Jets through the air has been struggling at practice. I'm not denying that. But, hey, they look good yesterday at practice, so we'll see if they can build on it.
It's probably going to be a wait and see for me, right? Like right now, I already have like my identity attached to Justin Fields based off of what I've seen from him since he's been in the NFL. But who knows? Like maybe an improved offensive line, like him being reunited with his college wide receiver and Garrett Wilson is going to improve. It's a good question. TD, thoughts? When is the Jets offense going to click?
When they get a quarterback.
Oh, no.
A real franchise quarterback. And you know the reality is, Dan, they could be 5 to 10 years away from that when you really look at it. You know, teams like the Jets, they'll play around with Fields for 2 years and be like, oh, we need a guy, but then they'll go veteran shopping instead of going in the draft and finding a legit stud, you know? So the Jets are the Jets. This is what they do. And, you know, I'm not trying to like talk down on them when I say that because the Dolphins do it too, you know? So it's just, you know, it's those teams that stick themselves in the constant purgatory. I'm a firm believer now, at all costs, go get a franchise quarterback. And when I mean franchise, you got to go secure that top two picks. You got to go get a guy, not the number 6 pick, not the number 9 pick, not the number 13 quarterback. No, you need the best or the best 2 that's coming out. You need to go grab one of those guys. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. So at the end of the day, and if you miss, go back in there and try it again until you say, yes, we finally got a guy. Now that guy is undeniable. Then you start building. Other than that, just keep wasting draft picks until you find a guy. At least they got a 20-year career now in the NFL quarterback.
What does that have anything to do with the Jets, though?
I answered Dan's question. That's what it's going to take. He said, how long, when will the Jets finally have a chance, have some success? That's when you get a real quarterback. That's all. Same with the Dolphins. That's why I'm not picking on y'all. This is how I feel. So,
but at least the Jets are not paying a quarterback millions and millions and millions of dollars like you are.
You did last year, the year before. You did.
Yeah, we did, and he's gone.
Yeah. Constant purgatory.
But hey,
Well,
you
the
know
best
what?
news is if we stink this year, we're going to be able to get our quarterback in the draft.
I don't know. Y'all are winning one game more than the proper
What
spot.
do you mean? No, this quarterback
We
class is
need-
deep. We don't need the first pick or the second pick to get a quarterback.
We need
for
a
this
quarterback
class.
better than Josh Allen. That's what we need.
Josh Allen went what overall, Dan, in the draft?
7th overall.
Exactly.
We need but they hit. That's good for them. I'm just saying, keep on playing the
Mahomes
lottery.
went 10th. Lamar Jackson went 32nd. You don't
keep
need the
playing
first pick.
lottery. Keep playing the lottery. I'm just saying that gives you a higher probability. But just keep playing it. That's what teams need to do now. Keep playing. If you got Josh Allen in the division, ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nothing we can do until we get somebody better than that guy.
So one thing
why
I
do you have the
think
Dolphins
that
winning the
will-
division?
Because we're all going to gang up on them this year.
You see, I just
We gotta
caught you
jump
right in
them.
your bl-
We got to jump them.
I just caught you right there because you don't even believe what you say on this
No,
show
we
half the
gotta
time,
jump
man.
them
But we
in.
got 316 live right now on YouTube. Just saying.
Nice.
Just
Let's
want to
go.
say. Hit
Let's
that
go,
like
guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do us a favor, hit that thumbs up sign. We are trying to build the dopest NFL community on the face of the planet in the live chat. We are live Monday through Friday, right at 1:30 p.m. EST. This could be worse because you could have Anthony Richardson as a quarterback. You know what? I'm not even feeling bad about his injury last night. I understand and I acknowledge that players don't want to be labeled as injury prone. No player wants to get injured. But after seeing this travesty last night, I am convinced that he does it to himself. This right here, pressure coming from not even his blind side, ends up taking a crazy hit, first or second play of regulation, and he ends up dislocating his pinky, right? X-rays came out. He's good. They said that he should be a full go in practice in just a couple of days. Here's my take on it. Do not waste any more time. Do not waste any more time in giving him first team reps because you know what's going to happen. He's going to continuously go out there and recklessly do what he always does. He's going to be on the bench by week 2 with some sort of lingering injury, and Daniel Jones is going to be thrown out into the mix. Make sure Daniel Jones gets as well prepared as possible with the first team, gain that chemistry by itself, and just put him out there for the love of God. I don't believe Anthony Richardson is going to be a good NFL quarterback. I think he's way too reckless. I think if Shane Steichen is serious about potentially keeping his job, then I honestly think that he needs to just announce that Daniel Jones is the QB right now. I could care less if Anthony's going to be back in just a second, but I got to say, with Daniel Jones, he looked a hell of a lot better. And one specific clip I'm trying to pull up where his pocket awareness, understanding when pressure was coming and being able to adjust exceedingly outweighs anything that Anthony Richardson could put out on the table. TD, thoughts on this? TD.
Hello?
TD.
Tony
Dan.
Dow.
Tony Dow.
Give me 1 second.
Richie.
What?
Testing.
Richie.
TD, you good, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're waiting for you to talk.
Oh, what Dan say to me?
I said, all right, right here. What would you say about Daniel Jones? Should they go on ahead? Should they go on ahead? And should they just give him the QB1 nod?
Should Daniel Jones start QB1?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, at the end
Based
of the
off
day,
of the injury we saw last night.
well, this is more than the injury. The injury, like you were saying at first when I could hear you, it was highlighting Anthony Richardson just can't read coverage. Knowing where the pressure should come from, and even if it's a surprise blitz, that's your hot. See what happened even on that play, and maybe you already explained this because you cut out on me. On that play, as soon as he hiked the ball, he looked to the left. He just made a blind spot for himself. He just hiked and bailed. Like it never even. You gotta that half a second. Make sure you gauge the surrounding before you go to your read. And that's what kind of caused it. But these injuries, even though that's a freak accident and it's tough, man, they pile up. It's not a good thing. But let me say this. His replacement is in the building, I feel like now. And they might as well just, in my opinion, he's going to be getting the camp reps. But Anthony Richardson, it wasn't presumed as bad as we thought it would be. So maybe he get back in camp and get some reps and get it right. But I'm going to be honest, I just don't believe in Anthony Richardson. I think they need to just go ahead and give Daniel the keys right now and let him roll to have a best chance.
So what I'm about to say, all right? Tell me this isn't a little Mahomey right here, all right? Tell me
God.
this isn't a little Mahomey. All right, what a completion there by Daniel Jones. Dude, holy hell, man. Richie, thoughts? Man?
Didn't he have like 5 drives in like his? That's the only highlight he had that game, right?
Hey, well, wait.
So
10 for 21, 144 yards.
No, yeah. DJ, Daniel
Pause
Jones. Man, yeah.
Listen, I'm still gonna. I know, we were what's the word? We were not able to see the full potential of Anthony Richardson last night. His night was cut short because of that injury. It was a bad play, and we didn't get to see him bounce back. Good thing that injury is not significant. I still think they should start the season with Anthony Richardson. That is your guy that you want to be the guy. And if he's trash throughout the first few games, you put in Daniel Jones. But to this point, Daniel Jones is the better quarterback. So that's why it's an interesting situation that they are in. And it's one of the more intriguing quarterback competitions in the NFL. What other one is there? I mean, the Saints is boring, that competition. There really isn't an actual competition in the NFL at that spot. Browns is another one. But, hey, man, Daniel Mahomes, I guess, now because of that throw.
It is Danny Mahomes right there. And then another player that has been getting trolled nonstop, he also played last evening, is our good friend Ashton Genty. And looks like our friends over at Underdog pulled no punches. All right, he had 3 carries for -1 yards. And with Underdog Fantasy wrote,
Go look what
Ashton
Polymarket
Genty
posted
went off
about him.
All right, well, first off, we have this one from Novo. He said, with Ashton Genty when he isn't facing Colorado State at 12 a.m. on the CW.
Eddie Lacy. There it is.
Polymarket. When he isn't playing versus the online school from Alaska at 2:30 a.m. Ass.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Were y'all able to tap in with Ashton Genty last night and the Las Vegas Raiders matchup against the Seattle Seahawks? Richie, thoughts on this one?
I didn't see the game, but I saw his 3 carries, and all 3 carries, there was defenders in the backfield as soon as he touched the ball. Like, this is why, these networks just, they love engagement farming, and any type of negative thing by any hyped up player, they are going to all push it so they can get clicks, man. It's just, that's how the world works, bro. I mean, tell me where Ashton, let me see this carry. He gets the ball, and look, there's a defender immediately. He makes a miss, and then there's 2 guys. That's Genty's fault? I mean, there needs to be context to these carries.
We have to take a look at this edge rusher and the left tackle. Let's see what happens there.
So there's a man in the backfield that Genty immediately makes miss.
Yeah.
And then after he gets by him.
So a linebacker blitzes, finds the lane.
And then there's 3 Seahawks waiting for him. So, I mean, now Ashton Genty's going to be trashed now because of this debut in the preseason.
All right, man. Go back. No, I love highlighting stuff like this. Make it big. Number 76, man. Come to the front. That's the left guard, I believe. Watch the left guard. Yeah, right down there. You can barely see him. Look at he backwards.
I'm assuming this is the backup offensive line for the Raiders too.
Man,
right?
It must be. Oh my gosh, because that's where the blitz came from. And the funny part is after the guy got through.
Slow
look at him.
guard, right? Oh my
God. He lost. He turned it around like, what? Oh no, not you. Oh my gosh, that's terrible, man.
Yeah. Right there. Some further comments on what is this? Genty in the NFL. Oh my God, dude. This platform is.
I still don't get how everybody's not on X. I'm sorry. Twitter, whatever you want to call it.
Come on, man. You have any further comments on this? TD.
Me? Oh, no, TD, go ahead.
No, that was just funny. Him running through the thing. Oh, man. But no, man, it is what it is, man. You don't put nothing into it because you see that O-line was just terrible. Like, people need to understand that. I mean, I was impressed. He dodged that first blitzer coming in scot-free. That was nice. But when these guys get back there, man, it's game tackle time. So, yeah, I'm not putting that on him. Running into a wall. What you want him to do? back end is coming back to get them all the way from the back end.
And I know it's all fun and games with these like networks like Underdog and Poly Market, but it just goes to show you how much misinformation is out there. Just like you didn't watch the game, you see their thoughts. Oh, 3 carries, -1 yards, and the way that they're talking about this guy, like it's just crazy.
Popped out outside, but
Agenda's being pushed.
That is it. All right, folks, listen, let's bring in our next Patreon caller on the Patreon hotline. If, for example, you're interested in ever calling in on any Roundtable sports show, please feel free to do so. JT, what up, dude?
Yo, what's up, guys? How we doing?
What's up, bro?
Chilling, man. What's on your mind?
Nothing much. First things first, I just want to show you guys. Look at this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
And he's rocking that Fields jersey. He won the Justin Fields Jets Media jersey giveaway. Yes,
Damn
sir.
straight.
He's
Appreciate you, Rich.
coffee cups up in here, man. I like that.
We got a link to
Absolutely.
and he just bought a Air Wilson shirt. My man JT supporting the brand.
You guys are doing big things, man. I got to support you guys.
Well, we appreciate it.
Appreciate you big time, man.
Absolutely. So I got
Man,
2 points actually now that
we
you
really
bring up that
appreciate
second
that.
part. So you guys bring up the media narratives and how they drive things, and it's just absolutely completely ridiculous. Like, where's the accountability for these media outlets? Like, where is like, because I mean, I guess it's all for clicks these days, but like, they make an ass out of themselves, and then it's just fine when they're wrong, and you know what I mean, and their opinion's just nothing. Like, I don't know, these media narratives, like in today's world, is just absolutely ridiculous.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And it's my goal to make sure Roundtable Sports is not one of those types.
Absolutely. Like the hate. Like, I'm just going to bring up the Jets, for example. Like, Aaron Glenn's getting so much hate for the way he is, but he's just being Aaron Glenn, man. They're trying to compare him to Bill Parcells because that's who his predecessor was. But this is just who Aaron Glenn is. You know what I mean? He's not being testy with the media just for, you know what I mean, for content or shit like that. Like, that's just the person he is.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second point I wanted to bring up is, what do you guys think about playing the starters in preseason? I am totally pro playing starters in preseason. I think that if you're scared of injury, why the hell are you playing football, in my opinion? Because tackling in training camp only does so much. Your teammates are most likely going to attack you without the intent to injure. When you get into a game across them lines, the other team is going to hit you with intent to injure. Yeah. So I feel like getting those first couple of hits in preseason even just is helpful for players, and especially for teams getting, like, having a new scheme and new regime and all that good stuff. It's good for them to get some game experience, in my opinion, whether it is against backups or not. You know what I mean? Just getting that actual game situation, not simulated game situations from camp, but actual in-game situations.
Mm. Well, great point there. JT, thank you for the call, my man, as always. Appreciate you, man. Supporting the brand.
So much, man. That's my guy right there. Go ahead.
I think he's 100% right. I'm pro playing your starters, especially if you're a team like the Jets, for example, that everything's brand new. The Bengals, that's wild. That's not a first-time offense, but they're still playing their starters. And let's not forget that preseason has shrunk to what it was previously. There's 3 games instead of 4. I mean, it's football, man. Football's a violent sport. Injuries happen. And you got to go out there and let your guys go play live, bro. And I'll give you another perfect example. Robert Saleh coached the Jets so scared he did not play anybody in the preseason, pretending like we were ready to go. The Jets get stomped early on. Remember that game last year, week 1? Like, every time the Jets were unprepared because we were not actually live at practice and we were not playing the starters in the preseason. So I'm pro playing starters in the preseason. You can't coach scared, and you can't act scared in this league. Football is a violent sport. Injuries are part of it. And if an injury happens in preseason, it's unfortunate, but you just got to deal with it.
So I think it really depends from a team-by-team perspective. So
I agree.
For the Buffalo Bills side of things, or teams that you ultimately end up seeing that are bringing back a lot of vets, say that you have about 70 to 80% of your core coming back, I'm okay with resting starters because they know what the system is and they are comfortable with it. I do believe that you need to throw starters out there if, number one, you have a brand new coaching scheme. Like, that is definitely important. If, for example, you're known for having a slow start, like the Cincinnati Bengals, that's why I was very pleased that we ended up seeing their starters out there for the first quarter because I do think they need to knock the rust off. And then certain teams that have had a large amount of turnover and have added quite a few free agents and rookies. It's part of the game, right? Like, it's football. It is a contact sport. You are not more likely to get injured or have a non-contact injury and end your season, whether or not it's in training camp, a preseason game, or a regular season game. It's way more valuable to get those reps so we don't have to deal with a bunch of slow starts from teams that we don't anticipate to have, if that makes sense. TD, thoughts?
Yeah, man, I'm with Richie. And you guys, I think guys need to play in preseason. I mean, even if it's just one series, every game, get them in football mode, get them in getting dressed and getting them out there and playing the first quarter. I think starters should and all. Now, you got teams like Miami, you don't want to risk it because we already thin with injuries and stuff like that when that happens. But, yeah, I think every player should at least, except that last week. Let those third and fourth stringers that trying to fight on the back end of the roster get a chance to really get some cook and shake in the NFL. And some of them, what a lot of people don't talk about, that last preseason game is their career. Some of them, it's the last time they ever strap up the cleats again, or get an opportunity, and they live it out. So I understand the last game, but before that, those starters need to go get warmed up. Yeah. That's how I feel about it.
Now, I wanted to say real quick, we're having a record high show right now. We have 357 live right now watching. If you guys want to show your support to this channel, do us a favor, hit the like button. Let's get to 200 likes if you did not hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. We're really excited for Fourth and Forever because this is our first time talking actual football, what happened in a game, even though it's Expedition. But can you imagine what the show is going to be like after week one when we have a full week of football to talk about? We are going to have so much fun on this show, man. So shout out to all the new people that's chiming in. And I noticed like 80% of the people that watch our show are not subscribed to the channel. If you guys can do us a favor, simply make a Google account and hit the subscribe button. We would appreciate it. And don't forget to hit the like button because this show is only going to get bigger with you guys.
And by the way, I'm just curious, with 360 people watching us, I want to know how many fan bases are being represented right now. Spam what team you represent in the chat right now. Super curious to see where everyone's allegiances lie. While they're doing that, and I do want to react to that a bit later, I feel like that entire Ashton Genty thing has kind of made me want to stay away from him in fantasy football. I'm not going to lie. And it's interesting because right now I have this Rotowire draft plan pulled up. And you can literally implement your own draft plan of how you want to draft and can connect it to your Sleeper or ESPN account. And notice this, I just ended up putting offensive line quality in my top 3 based off of where I want them to draft and highlight players. I'm going to press continue here. I'm going to skip the targets I want, but the players that I want to avoid, I think I'm going to have to just avoid Ashton Genty at all costs. I'm just going to have to do it, boys. Now, what I'm using right now, guys, is indeed Rotowire. It is the #1 draft kit on the internet right now. I highly recommend that you guys give it a shot and you check it out. It has some of the most advanced data that you can see on Earth. If you're serious about winning your fantasy football league, I highly recommend that you give this a try. Link is in description. Using our code RTS, you get 15% off. I have been obsessed with this platform. It literally holds your hand throughout the entire draft process. It helps you prepare in your mock drafts. It helps you prepare in several other methods. It lets you know what player is likely going to be gone by the time you're ready to pick again. It lets you know a behavior of your league mates based off of how they're picking in the first and the second round. If you are serious about fantasy football and want to win, I could highly recommend that Rotowire will be one of your favorite investments.
And the link right now is pinned at the top of the chat, folks. Signing up would be awesome because you get 15% off. So don't forget, a great way to support Roundtable Sports is by supporting the sponsors here. And Rotowire is a proud sponsor of Roundtable Sports.
All right, guys. We have Bills in the chat. We have Chiefs in the chat. Slam and Sammy Joe, what's going on? Vikes is in the building. Jax, what's going on, man? Dolphins, Patriots.
Wow.
is in the building. The Raiders is in the building right there. Knock Andrew. You know what? Like, we throw a lot of shade at the Raiders, and Knock Andrew is still rocking with us. I love Knock Andrew. Thank you so much, man. You're the man. Jets in the building. Go Bills. Guys, do not be shy. Let us know what team you are currently representing. Dion, Dolphins. Right over there, we got Go Bills. We have Is Rotowire good for player prop bets? It's just for fantasy football. It does have a DFS thing. I'd highly check that out too. Super, super cool. Bills, go Bills. 5 times champs. I got skills. Dude, look at that, man. San Francisco 49ers are in the building. And we have
don't
a lot
forget
of
real quick, Dan, all the people that are watching this that just spam their team, like, don't forget that we got, for example, Maverick, Broncos Nation. Go check out the AFC West Roundtable. We got a divisional debate show for every single team across the NFL. Excuse me. So if you are a fan of the Chiefs or the Broncos, go check out the AFC West. All right? If you're a fan of another team, of course, you got the AFC East Roundtable, which is us. But if you're a fan of any other team, we have a divisional debate show for you on Roundtable Sports Network. As you can see, all of it. Why don't you click that View All tab, Dan, on the right? Just click the View All, exactly. Man. So here are all our divisional shows. I mean, it is awesome. We are relaunched this week, which is absolutely exciting. All right, so go check out whatever fan base you represent. You want to be in those live chats because we put a poll up of what team represents in the division, and it's a lot of fun. Go check out the NFC West Roundtable, for example, Dan. Show them that one, and just show them what the vibes are like, all right? Or the AFC West. So it's just a lot of fun, man. The NFC West Roundtable, one of our top shows. All right, go to the past live stream. Just let them know what it's all about. We got Z-Bot hosting it, and it's so fun, man. It is absolutely awesome. Go check it out. We got a divisional debate show for every single division across the NFL. 8 total, with more other content to come, man. It's exciting stuff.
More content to come, man. Stick around. We're having a great time over here. But, boys, listen, I would say the highlight game of this week, hands down, going to be TD's favorite quarterback in the NFL, Shador Sanders. Shador Sanders is reportedly playing the entire game. Now, some talking heads in the national media are unhappy with the Cleveland Browns by giving him this opportunity while only ever getting reps with the 3rd and the 4th team. Many are claiming that they are throwing him in with the Wolves against the Carolina Panthers. What are your expectations for Shador Sanders this evening? In chat, feel free to let us know your thoughts on this. TD, how is Shador going to do tonight?
Well, it's kind of dirty, to be quite honest with you. I look for him to, and I could be wrong. See, this is the thing about this kid. He's either going to come out and ball out the entire game and change the whole narrative and put everything to rest and force the Browns' hand, or he's going to struggle early and cook late, like do very well late. Why do I say that? Because he hasn't really run with the twos. And some of the ones are playing early potentially. He hadn't run with them at all. He has no chemistry with that group. He has none of that. So if you see some overthrown deep balls or timing issues, he could look bad. But at the same token, when that second half comes, if he's still playing, he's probably going to cook because that's the unit he's been practicing with, working with. That should be out there. So now, if he just cooks early in this game, that's going to be everything for him if he has some success early on. But the Browns, they can't be dirty in this situation. You know, what I don't want them to do is have a situation where first down, handoff, -3. Second down, handoff, 2 yards, and it's 3rd and 11, and they get 8 and punt, and it becomes a game of really no movement and boring. The Browns are playing. I don't know what they're trying to do, but you know what? I will tell you, this kid is special. So no excuses. Go make them believe in you. Them believe in you. No excuses. Just get it done.
It's no excuses at all. In fact, his father had something to say about this earlier this morning. Coach Prime was asked about Shador. We've already spoken like 3 times today. It's going to be strange for both of us. He's so prepared right now. He's approaching it like a regular season game. He's thankful and appreciative for the opportunity. Richie, thoughts? Shador Sanders this evening.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he looks like. There's like so much hype around Shador Sanders, and big shout out to Paul for becoming a new member of Roundtable Sports. We appreciate all of our members. Go spam the new emojis in the chat right now. We're going to add some more as the season begins, by the way. So shout out to Paul for becoming a member of Roundtable Sports community here on YouTube. But I'm excited for Shador. I'm a fan from afar, and there's so much hype around him. And, you know, this is the time to see the rookies. And I know people think that Shador may start this year, but he may not start. So this is our time to see him. When you're a rookie quarterback riding the bench, this is your time to see them. Jackson Dart, we're not going to see him in the regular season, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on all the rookie quarterbacks that are not going to be playing. So I'm excited for Shador. I think that, and I just hope, you know, we know the NFL now. The way NFL media covers things, if Shador goes crazy tonight, he is the face of the league. If he goes out there and struggles, bust. I mean, come on, man. Can we relax? Like, just it's getting to me a little bit. The reactions from fans around the league it's never been like this. I feel like every year it gets more explosive in one way or the other. If Shador balls tonight, or if he struggles, it's going to be like explosive either way. And you know, Underdog and Polymarket are waiting for him to throw a pick or something. Like, they're just going to push the agenda either way.
I
but
was
I'm excited
just
for
about
it,
to
man.
say that Polymarket is going to have a field day. A field day.
And they're doing a good job because we're talking about them. We're talking about them, so they're doing a good job.
Dude, you know what? Listen, there is one other quarterback that is going off tonight, and that's our good friend Bryce Young. And by the way, like, we don't give this one highlight of his last season enough love, like where he called his shot right before
Steph
the reception
Curry
even
vibes.
came there.
That
That
was
right
cool.
there was perhaps the coldest moment of the 2024 NFL season, and we don't give it enough recognition.
No, Dan, that ain't Steph Curry. That ain't Steph Curry. Go play it again.
Come on, man.
Go play it again, Dan. See, I'm a stickler.
Yeah.
Watch the moment before he turns around. He actually verifies that it's gonna be there first. Like watch him do it. See, he's staying, watching. Okay, now I know it's gonna end up.
I
That
know,
ain't
man.
Steph.
But listen,
Steph
give him credit where
Curry,
credit's due. That was cold, bro.
No, look at it. He waiting. He knows.
Yeah, but TD, you know what I say? He had that much confidence of his receiver catching it. Imagine he turned around and went like this, and then the guy just hits him in the hands and it drops. How bad that would have been.
That's confidence in the receiver catching it, but he had to make sure his pass got there first. No, Steph.
Yeah, I mean, you're critiquing too much. What do you expect him to throw it and immediately turn around?
That's right. That's Steph. That's what we're talking about here. You let it go and you turn around right away.
Yeah, but
you
you
already know.
discredit, man. You're a hater of this guy,
y'all
Bryce
be
Young.
building Bryce Young up like he's something. He got to prove something this year. We'll
Better
see.
than Tua this year.
Dude, listen, I got to tell you, man, I'm high on the Carolina Panthers. I am staying on the bandwagon. I think the NFC South is going to be more interesting than we're giving it credit for this year. Last year, I know that it was a dumpster fire, of course, with the exception of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But you got to hope that Atlanta figures it out. Like, their personnel is just way too nice, like, not to figure it out.
And speaking of the NFC South, then, I want to show you guys a clip from the NFC South Roundtable because they piled on the Atlanta Falcons, those creators over there, which is exciting.
And they were bullying the Falcons terribly.
Yeah, they were bullying them. So this is a clip from the NFC South Roundtable. Pretty hilarious stuff. Take a watch of this. They were piling on our Atlanta Falcons rep, Berto.
4 straight years of, oh man, the Falcons should have won that division. Why don't you guys just try having a better football team?
The Falcons have the worst head coach in the NFC South, in Raheem Morris.
TJ, I'm glad you can laugh at my damn expense. Your team is. You were clamoring last year.
Look,
you know, if you would have got Justin Simmons, you guys would have been the cream of the crop in the NFC South, right? He came to Atlanta. Obviously, it didn't work out, but y'all are still struggling at that spot. And Tyrann Mathieu just deuced it. So how do you replace that, brother?
Well, we got a 2-time Super Bowl champion in Justin Reed and a guy who was a pretty damn good ball hawk in Julian Blackmon, but I digress. Look, the reality is that Atlanta Falcons,
you can't be serious. That undersized safety's going to get ran all over. Bijan is going to put that mustard right on him, bro. You can't be serious that you're going to rely on Blackmon to drop down in the box and make a one-on-one tackle on Bijan Robinson or Tyler Algier. Yep, bug.
So that's them going at it. And there's another clip that I have to show you real quick that's even better of them. This is the one. This is the one right here. Take a listen. This is the one they pile on the Falcons.
The Falcons have the worst head coach in the NFC South, and Raheem Morris. Look, every single year, what you gonna do when we do this? What you gonna do? Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. But look, man, y'all boys ain't gonna do jack. We already know, man. Like, seriously, y'all boys ain't winning no division, man. Y'all start off red hot. I tell you, every single year, 4 wins, 5 wins in a row, they ready to talk. They walking down the street, they big and bold. Man, I got that swag. They had them at my back. Yeah, all that
butcher the
stuff,
song,
and then
bro.
all of a sudden,
Butcher that damn song,
all of a sudden you come crashing down to earth. Enough is enough, man. Like, when is it going? This is Dallas Cowboy territory stuff right here, bro.
Oh my, dude. I'm Saints fans talking bananas.
That's awesome. That's great content right there. Shout out to the NFC South Roundtable crew. They brought it on first episode back, man. They were going at it, piling on those Falcons.
It's going to be a good season, man. I just hope that their souls, all of their souls, aren't ripped out by week 6. Like, give me at least 2 of them, like, fighting for a playoff spot by, like, week 10, week 11.
The Saints were on top of the world last year to start off the season, remember?
Yo, we all thought that the Saints were going to be Super Bowl contenders after the first 2 weeks. Like, guys were going out there putting up 40 points a damn game. Who's saying no to that? But, I mean, guys, listen, we have a pretty big slate tonight when it comes into what we're going to watch on some NFL preseason action, all right? We have the Browns and the Panthers. We've already discussed a little bit about what we expect from Shador Sanders. Bryce Young will be playing a little bit, followed by the Lions and the Falcons. I haven't even heard of our good friend Michael Penix is going to be playing.
He's not. I think I heard.
What about the Patriots and the Commanders? I would say, based off of what JT just said, if anybody should be starting their first string, it should be the New England Patriots tonight. I think that they should be. In fact, I'm going to do a little bit of research on that and see whether or not that Drake May has gotten the nod. But are there any storylines for those 3 games that stand out to you of things you would like to see? Oh, yes. And by the way, he is going to play for 1 drive. Drake May will.
Yeah, I mean, definitely eyes will be peeled on the Patriots. I think that's one of the teams. Is there a team that was really bad last year that has more hype than the Patriots entering this season? I think they have the most hype entering a season who was bad last year. Would you agree? Is there another team?
Yeah.
Tennessee.
So I was thinking of, so there's no hype around Tennessee. Zero hype around Tennessee.
But that's why they might be scary good, because what I do?
Mid.
So I almost said the Chicago Bears, but I feel like most of the media has turned against Chicago. Maybe after today's joint practice demolition of Miami, perhaps. But yeah.
Yeah, I think the Patriots are definitely a team to look out for in the preseason. But the Panthers, did they say Bryce Young's playing?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the Panthers, man.
First quarter.
Is the NFC South the division this year to watch? The Bucks got Baker, man. Michael Penix and those Falcons. The poor Saints, man. I'm excited for that game because I'm on the Bryce Young train. I'm on the Penix train. I'm going to be watching the NFC South this year. That's for sure.
And so I'll tell you what, man. Like we actually have our Vikings fan in here. I really hope you watch the NFC North Roundtable, man. You are going to love the representative over there. We have literally recruited the top YouTubers for each and every single team to represent on this network, so go check them out. Vikings are starting J.J. McCarthy, which also brings up an interesting point. Saturday, we're going to be talking quite a few about all of these. In fact, you know what, guys? As we've said, we are about to welcome on our next Patreon caller here in just 3 seconds. When you sign up for Patreon, not only do you end up getting, okay, an ability to call into every single Roundtable show. So say, for example, so our good friend right here signed up for Patreon. He'd be able to call into this show and the NFC North Roundtable and talk mess right over to the Lions and the Packers fans. But also, you guys are going to be able to get some bonus content. I think the bonus video probably should be in-depth previews of the Saturday games as well and or thoughts on the Saturday games. But definitely go sign up for Patreon, guys. $10 per month. And the ability to call into every single show, and also some exclusive content all season long. Lino is backstage on the Patreon hotline. What's up, man? How you doing?
Lino! What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
What's going
What's up?
on?
Hey, I wanted to know a couple questions. I definitely wanted to know, like, with these preseason games coming up, what's some of the quarterbacks y'all want to see? You know what I mean? For instance, I want to see your boy Milton for the Cowboys. I just want to see how some of them doing and stuff like that. And number two, you know what I mean? Throw your fins up. Throw your fins up. Why are these Dolphin fans stay talking to the Bills fans? Why? We own y'all. We demolish y'all. And yet y'all still want to talk to us. Like, why? And y'all hope other teams beat us. Why not your team? Why do you hope other teams want to beat us? Confused about that. I was just hyped up because of what Glenn said about, you know, Josh Allen average versus the Ravens. Who cares about average against the Ravens? What about against the Dolphins? Pick up those average. How about that? I'm tired of you Dolphin fans, man. Dang, y'all either sink or drown. Let's do us a favor. All right, I'm out.
Yo,
thank you for the call, Lino.
Love Lino, man. He had to get that off of his chest, and I'm glad that he did. I'm glad.
TD, any response?
Yeah, I say it every day. Y'all scared of us. That's why we always hang out. That's why you always bringing us up. Every time it's about the Dolphins. Oh, the Dolphins, the Dolphins. Y'all fear us, and I get it. I get it. We're the team that's really the biggest threat in the division. And, hey, man, that's why it's decided on the field. It's going to be a good season. But, Lino, I'll see you soon, brother.
I almost removed you from the stage.
Why? Why, Richie? Why?
Because you're lying through your own teeth. Like,
well, how have I lied? Because people
what you just said, you don't even believe. That's called lying.
I don't believe. I do believe Jets fans and Bills fans, y'all fear us. Y'all get nervous when you play the Dolphins. Like, man, we gonna beat them, but please beat them. Yeah, y'all get nervous. Y'all get nervous.
They're literally the least feared team in the division.
Now you don't believe that, Richie.
Nah, we got Miami vibes coming in with the super chat. I wonder if the Miami boys plan on going bowling after this practice performance like they did yesterday.
It's just practice.
That's Miami culture.
And so I heard through the grapevine that
Now
they
it's
are
just
going to a
practice.
petting zoo. I've heard that, but
Oh, by the way, the narrative of it's just practice fits TD's narrative now that it implies to the Miami Dolphins, but it didn't imply to Field struggling earlier in the week. Just saying. Whatever fits the agenda for TD, he will run with. Flip-flop TD. Someone make the shirt. We got to get a flip-flop TD shirt, man. Patriots 12, 28-3. That's his shot at the Atlanta Falcons.
that was the shot against the Atlanta Falcons. Well, folks, thank you so much.
Record-breaking show today.
A great show today, folks. As you are coming in, please do us a favor and subscribe if you haven't already. We are live Monday through Friday at the exact same time, 1:30 p.m., breaking down everything that is happening at the NFL. If, for example, you're interested in signing up for Patreon, we are going to be discussing what we expect from our teams going into so the preseason on Saturday, since all of us are playing on Saturday, as well as some of the other games we didn't get to touch on. So say, for example, you want some of that exclusive content. It's for Patreon members' eyeballs only. Certainly feel free to do that. But you know the easiest way to show love and support over here is quite simply just by hitting that thumbs up sign for us. Richie, what would you like to say to the audience before we let them off?
We are at 400 live viewers on YouTube right now. So I want to give a big shout out to everybody tuning in. This is just a taste. We had over 2,000 people coming through this episode. And Fourth and Forever is a show that we're very passionate about here, and we're going to cover everything you need to know around the entire NFL world, okay? Your latest NFL news and updates, a look at the latest news around the league right here on Roundtable Sports' Fourth and Forever. We appreciate you guys tuning in, man. This was a lot of fun. Awesome talking ball with you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Football feels like it is back, baby, because August is all about training camp, preseason, and then we are 1 month away from these games counting. Woo, I'm fired up. So if you did not already, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe because we have way too many people watching this show without subscribing. So do us a favor, hit the sub button. Enjoy your weekend filled with NFL football, and we will see you guys on Monday, and we'll see some of you tomorrow for an exclusive episode on the Patreon segment.
What do you got, TD?
Yeah, first and foremost, I can't wait for us to drop the episode tomorrow, the exclusive Patreon. So if you want to watch that, make sure you go sign up on the Patreon, which is also going to allow you to call in on the show each day. But I can't wait for Monday, man. Monday, we're also going to break down all these games. This was a fun one. And tonight, Shador, y'all stay tuned. He bought the ball. Here we go.
Shador, you all stay tuned. And then last thing, guys, again, if you are a college football fan, we have launched a Roundtable college football show. Myself and Jay Tuck will be talking about each and every single power conference, all of your favorite teams, even a future preview into some of the prospects that may be coming into the NFL in 2026. You don't want to miss this. If you are a college football fan, link is in description. Go show it some love and rewatch the episode from last night. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We will see you on Monday. Same time, same place. Peace.
This guy.